Sunday football doesn't get more iconic than this. When the Dallas Cowboys face the New York Giants, it's not just another NFL game. It's a rivalry that has shaped the history of the league. Under the bright lights, with the entire NFC East watching, this matchup carries pressure, pride, and playoff implications written all over it. Stay with this video because by the end, you'll understand exactly why this game could swing the future of both franchises. The Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants matchup is one of the most historic rivalries in American sports, not just the NFL. These two teams have battled for decades, creating moments that still define the NFC East today. Every time they meet, emotions run higher, defensive hits feel heavier, and momentum can shift in seconds. This upcoming game, scheduled in U.S. prime football window, once again places both teams under a national spotlight where execution matters more than reputation. From the Cowboys' perspective, this game is about control, dominance, and proving consistency. Dallas enters the matchup as the more complete roster, built to compete deep into the postseason. Their offensive identity revolves around tempo, spacing, and forcing defenses into uncomfortable positions. When Dallas establishes rhythm early, they become extremely difficult to slow down. They stretch the field, attack mismatches, and punish defensive lapses quickly. For the Cowboys, this game is about starting fast, forcing the Giants into chase mode, and letting their athletic defense take over. Defensively, Dallas thrives on speed and pressure. They don't wait for mistakes. They create them. Their ability to disrupt passing lanes, collapse pockets, and force rushed decisions is a major advantage in a divisional game like this. Against the Giants, Dallas will look to shut down early drives and make New York one-dimensional. If the Cowboys can force long third downs consistently, the game begins to tilt heavily in their favor. The New York Giants enter this matchup with a very different mindset. For them, this is about resilience, discipline, and survival. The Giants know they are facing a more explosive opponent, so their strategy centers on controlling tempo and minimizing risk. Offensively, New York's priority will be sustaining drives, protecting the football, and keeping the Cowboys' offense off the field as long as possible. They don't want a fast game. They want a physical, grinding battle. Defensively, the Giants must play near-perfect football. Their focus will be on tightening coverage, limiting explosive plays, and forcing Dallas to earn yards slowly rather than scoring in chunks. This is where discipline becomes critical. One blown assignment against Dallas can turn into an instant touchdown. New York's defensive success depends on communication, patience, and winning key moments in the red zone. One of the most important storylines in this matchup is the battle of momentum. Cowboys versus Giants games often swing dramatically based on one turnover, one big stop, or one special teams play. Dallas prefers games where momentum stacks quickly in their favor. New York, on the other hand, wants to absorb pressure early and flip momentum late. If the Giants can keep the game close heading into the fourth quarter, confidence shifts, pressure rises, and anything becomes possible. Another major factor is late season physicality and depth. Dallas typically benefits from stronger roster depth, allowing them to rotate players without losing intensity, especially on defense. The Giants rely more heavily on core contributors, which means fatigue can become an issue if the game tempo increases. In U.S. primetime style games, conditioning and depth quietly decide outcomes more often than fans realize. Coaching adjustments will also play a massive role. Dallas aims to stay aggressive, pushing the pace and exploiting mismatches early. New York's coaching staff will focus on disguising coverages, slowing rhythm, and forcing Dallas to adjust mid-game. This chess match on the sidelines becomes especially intense in divisional games where both teams know each other extremely well. When it comes to winning probability, the Cowboys enter this matchup as the clear favorite. Their offensive versatility, defensive pressure, and overall consistency give them the edge in most game scenarios. If Dallas plays clean football and avoids turnovers, they are well positioned to control the game from start to finish. However, the Giants' path to victory is not impossible. A low-scoring game, strong defensive execution, and winning the turnover battle could open the door for a late upset. In realistic terms, Dallas wins this game if they score early and force the Giants to abandon their slow-tempo plan. New York wins only if they keep the score tight, frustrate Dallas offensively, and drag the game into a physical fourth-quarter battle. This is a classic NFC East formula that has produced shocking results in the past. When the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants take the field, history doesn't take a break, pride doesn't fade, and pressure doesn't disappear. This game will test execution, toughness, and belief, not just talent. One team will walk away with momentum, confidence, and division bragging rights. The other will be left searching for answers. If you love deep NFL breakdowns made for real football fans, like the video, subscribe, and drop your final score prediction in the comments. This is Cowboys vs. Giants. This is NFC East football, and this is why we watch the NFL.